Namaste Flosstube. Hello crafty friends. My name's Caroline. Welcome back, Daily Crafty Chat. Sorry, if you watched Flossmas last year, you will remember that I did a very special daily Flosstube episode with my friends Dawn and Lisa of the Codependent Knitters. And Lisa taught us how to make, it's a beeswax, shea butter, avocado oil, hand balm. And I had misplaced my original jar of it and I just found it. And that's somewhat crafty, isn't it? Because we made it. And if you're interested in the recipe for that, it is in last year's December Flossmas videos. I will try to find that specific video and put a link for it in the drop down box below, because it is really, really, really nice stuff. A little bit of effort to procure the ingredients, but it's super easy to make and it lasts for a really long time. And I tell you, I think this relates to stitching because frankly, we use a lot of really beautiful threads like silks and all of those kinds of things that when you have dry skin, they can get caught on your cuticles or they can snag on your fingers, make it not so easy to use. Sorry, I'm rubbing the stuff into my hands. Now, it's not greaseless, okay? So it doesn't, you can't just put it on and then immediately like go and stitch. And I know that there are products out there that you can use that are like that, but I have very difficult skin on my hands. My father has always had problems with the skin on his hands, and mine's not quite to that level, but they'll get so dry starting from about now throughout the winter. I live in Canada, and so we have, you know, a long winter season. And so I was finding for many, many years, my hands would get so dry, you know, the cuticles are dry, and also the skin along my index finger and my thumbs would get so dry that they would crack, or they would start to, you know, get that slight bubbling under the skin, you know, when it's so dry and painful, and they would hurt. Since I started using Lisa's recipe, Lisa made me that pot of it, and I had a pot of that balm before. Since I've been using that, I haven't had that problem at all with my hands for 2 years. It's been like a really wonderful little cure for my hands. And before that, I started using a product by Burt's Bees called Lemon Cuticle Cream. So if you don't want to make this and you want something that's really similar, now I don't use, as when I use the cuticle cream, I would only, and it's one of my favorite things, and I still have a pot around the house of that as well. Little tin, I call them pots, but you know, they're those little tins with the nice little lids, and you use very, very little. You just, I dig it out with the back of my fingernail and I just rub it right into all of my cuticles, and it just softens them up, and it's really been such a deal changer for my hands. It's made a huge, huge difference. So if you're curious enough to want to try and make this for yourself, it's very, very simple. So again, I'll post a link to that video down below, and if you can find the ingredients, it makes a lot. So we made it a year ago and I still have some left, and it you know, because it uses all natural ingredients, the smell of it will change a little bit, so you want to use as fresh ingredients as possible when you make it. But I don't notice that it smells off. It doesn't smell rancid or anything like that, even though it's almost a year old. It still is beautiful, very lovely. So there you go. That's all you needed to know about dry skin on your hands, if you're curious. Thank you so much to everyone who left me a comment yesterday about my hair. Be it that, you know, you have had similar problems for whatever various reasons. You have also lost a lot of hair for health reasons, be it surgery, chemo, so many different reasons. And just to have that sort of, you know, solidarity in the fact that it's disconcerting, first of all, and also that it is a real thing, because I don't want you to think that I was just kind of asking the internet, hey, what do you think about this? I had been to the doctor about it, and my doctor had never heard of a link between general anesthetic and hair loss. And in fact, because I went twice, you know, because the first 2 times that it happened, I went to see my doctor and I said, you know, this is happening, and I just had surgery like just more than a month ago, and why is it all falling out? And there may have been a few tears, and he had never heard of a link between those two. So he just sent me for blood work both times, and other than slight vitamin D deficiency, and let's be honest, that's because I never go outside. So I started taking a supplement, and I do go outside a little more frequently now, but I am very much a homebody. I stay inside a lot. I also live in Canada, and winters are, you know, long and glorious. I love winter. No complaints about our Canadian winter. But see, this is another thing. It's a habit. Once I put it on, I continually massage my hands because I love that. It's nice. It's like giving yourself a little hand massage. And I wait maybe 10-15 minutes, and then it's absorbed enough into my hands that I can then stitch. Anyways, back to the hair. You've given me some wonderful suggestions to try that I think are very basic, easy, straightforward things to try. Somebody sent me a photo of shampoo. I think it was Patty. I haven't even opened it yet, but I know it popped up on my notifications. I just haven't gone over to Facebook Messenger yet to check that out. I get messaged on a lot of different platforms, and so sometimes it can be a little overwhelming if I don't catch it right away. Then I miss it, and then it gets kind of buried and lost, and it's a little bit embarrassing, frankly. So if you've sent me something and I haven't responded, it's not because I didn't want to, and I apologize. Anyways, so some shampoos to try, biotin as a supplement. Also some people have had success with folic acid, and oh, someone suggested a hot oil treatment once a month, which I haven't done that since I was a teenager. I used to love doing that, so I don't know why I never even thought about it, but that's definitely going to be on my list of things to try. So, you know, I can't wash it every day, so clearly on days that I can wash it, it tends to look a little bit better. But anyways, just once again, thank you. Thank you for leaving such kind comments, and also letting me know that it really is a thing, and I'm not just crazy, that actually is why that it's slowed down. So fortunately, fingers crossed, hopefully I'm at the end of the cycle of the massive shedding, and we're turning the corner. Okay, so as Michelle Garrett would say, bendy stitchy, I believe. Who came up with this originally? I don't even know, but I'm gonna say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to Michelle. Best new thing? Best new thing today. Are you ready? Best new thing. Look at that. It's Luna. Of course it's Luna. This was waiting for me when I got home from the cottage. So I like to think of this as a little anniversary gift because it was from Ellen. It was from my friend Ellen, Maximum Cross Stitch Power Hour. You know her, you love her, I know her, I love her. And so it's almost like, because you have to remember that Ellen does the Wife of the Week, and I was not the first, but I was one of the first Wives of the Week. So it was like I got an anniversary present from my stitching wife, and it's Luna. Isn't it wonderful? Best new thing in my world. So this is beautiful handmade pottery. And now I have bought pottery from them before through Ellen because they are very good friends of Ellen's from Manitoba, where near Winnipeg, where Ellen grew up. And you may have heard her mention her friend Charlie Waters, the artist. She has shown her artwork on her channel before, and it's amazing. And so Charlie drew Luna, painted Luna, and her partner John Valentine, who is the potter, made the mug. So together they are the Canvas and Clay Gallery, and I will put a link to their shop in the drop down box below, because I think Cameron Cord, did you order one from them after you saw mine on Instagram? Look at Luna. So cute. So cute. Anyway, best new thing. Best new thing. I love it so much. And so Canvas and Clay Gallery, Ellen gave them a photo, and I recognize that photo too, because anyways, she had them paint Luna for me. And Ellen herself has her dog Sam on a mug, and she has Wayne on a mug. Now Ellen, do you have the other two kitty cats on mugs as well? There's Fiona and who's the other cat? I know their names. I can't think of the other cat's name. Ellen has beautiful animals. Okay, so best new thing. Isn't that an amazing mug? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so switching gears here, let's talk about stitching, because I have to show you this. I promised myself that every day I wouldn't let the day, it's like, you know, some people say, I'm never going to go to bed angry. So I promised myself I would never go to bed unless I had put a stitch, at least a stitch, into my Jeanette Douglas Blooming Bouquets sal, because I love this piece and I'm hosting this sal and I want to finish this, as well as the Glendon Place Hope and Strength sal. So I've got some work to do. However, as you all know, that I've been very forthright about, I'm right now very busy with work. So I wanted to make sure that I dedicate at least putting something into it every single day. Are you ready for this? I threaded my needle and I attached the thread and I did 3/4 of a stitch. 3/4 of one stitch of the next flower. I think that is a record for least amount of stitching in one day. So last night before I went to bed, I threaded my needle, I anchored it, and I started the stitch. So at least now I'm totally set up for tonight. So it'll be interesting to see whether, you know, how much of that second flower I can finish for tomorrow. We shall see. So I thought, since, you know, these daily crafty chats, I am supposed to be showing and sharing my crafts. I thought it might be fun to share a few things with you that are in my house from before I started recording videos. Maybe things that I have shared but a long time ago, or I've maybe even never shared. I don't know if I've shared this before. However, this was in my son's room. I know I shared it on Instagram because I finished it shortly before I started this channel, so about 3 years ago. And this came to my attention because when we came back home and Nicholas got set up for his virtual school, this was hanging in his bedroom. And he very quietly removed it from his room because I didn't think he wanted his friends to see that it was still hanging in his room. I guess he thinks it's a little too young for him, but I love it. So this is now hanging here in my sewing room. And, are you ready? This is, I know, isn't it? It's so fantastic. I love this. Are you ready? So watch. I'm going to start at the top. All the way, and they get smaller at the bottom. Look, isn't that cute? Oh, come on, you can focus. Get it off my face there. Look at that. It's teeny tiny at the bottom. So let me just scroll down so you can see this close up. Look at that stitching. See, I do stitch. I do finish things. This is a design by Ink Circles. It's called Turtles All the Way Down. There's a wonderful story about the origin of the story of Turtles All the Way Down on the back of the pattern. I can't, I don't have it here to read it to you, but typical of Tracy Horner of Ink Circles. It's whimsical and wonderful, and just such a, this was such a fun chart to stitch. Of course, every single turtle shell is different, and they were just so much fun to stitch. I really, really enjoyed stitching this. Now, it didn't call for banding. That's what this fabric is called. It's called banding. I had purchased this at my needlework shop at the time. I saw it and I'm like, oh, I want to stitch that on that. And so it comes like this. It comes finished like this on the sides, and you just put your stitching on. And then I didn't really know what I was doing, so I just kind of made it up, but I don't think it's manageable. So I just stitched the top and the bottom closed at the back. So that's the back of it. And then hung a little dowel at the top, and I just twisted some DMC to make a little hanger. And that's it. So that is Ink Circles Turtles All the Way Down. And it is a project that's in my house that I actually finished. I love it. I really love this. So I'm a little sad that Nicholas is now thinking he's too old for it, but I'm not sad that I get to hang it up in my sewing room. So yeah, so that's nice. I actually made a list today. I started making a list yesterday because I would think of something. I'm like, oh, I want to tell you this. Oh, I want to tell you this. And I thought, I'm never going to remember. So I wrote it down. I have on my list here, and I said, good photo. Why does it say good photo? And then I remembered, oh, grad photo. I wanted to show you the grad photo of my hair. I will have put that into the opening part of the video, but it's not a good photo. Well, I like that photo. Of course, most of us like photos of ourselves when we're 18 years old, but it says grad photo. I just need to read my writing. Sometimes my writing isn't the greatest. Okay, the strawberry pin cushion from yesterday. Hang on a second, because I took a screen capture of the comment. I'll be right back. Hang on. Okay, so I had a wonderful comment from Claire C. So thank you, Claire, for leaving me this comment and message. This pin keep, the strawberry pin cushion that I shared yesterday, that was my gift, my exchange from Beth for the Stitch North Cross Stitch Retreat Smalls Exchange. Claire left me this message. Your bunny strawberry pin keep is a scattered seed samplers. Original creations by Tammy Black, Tammy, and then Black, Black. And again, that is scattered seed samplers, original creations. She says, I have stitched and made into a strawberry pin keep for a friend's birthday, now to make one for myself. Claire, you really should, because this is lovely. What a great gift. It's just right. And I really, I think I'm gonna have to try purchasing some of those crushed walnut shells, because I've never used them myself, and I really do like the weight and the feel of this. How Beth has done this. I really like it. Yeah, it's beautiful. Anyways, okay. One more time, because I'm not editing this in. Scattered Seed Samplers, Original Creations by Tammy Black. Okay. I have one more thing, and I've saved this to the end. I have a very special giveaway today. So, back when I first posted the, when I did the second shop update, and I listed the patterns for Miss Margaret Ann Rollo, 1869, designed by Krista Gramer of Just Stitching Along. That's this chart right here. This is the beautiful Ontario, Canada sampler that has been recreated, recharted, reproduced by Krista. And this is the chart that comes with the Holiday Evertote set this year. And Victoria Clark purchased an extra copy, and then she emailed me immediately and she said, I've bought a set, but I've purchased an additional chart that I would like you to give away. Isn't that nice? Isn't that so nice? How unexpected was that? And so thanks to Victoria's very generous offer, I have a chart to offer up for giveaway. Now, this will not be the last time that you see a Miss Margaret Ann as a giveaway, because I was planning on one myself. Just a little sneak peek. Wait until Flossmas for the next one, because I am planning on starting this to celebrate the beginning of Flossmas. And I'm also wanting to stitch the 2 ornaments that are included in Krista's pattern as well, because I love them. I love them. And so there will be another one that I will be giving away at the beginning of December. But this one I'm giving away now. I can send it out in the mail this week. This is from Victoria, and this is going to be a YouTube giveaway. So all the usual regular, you know, hoo-ha about don't say the word giveaway. Let's have the word Margaret in your comment. Somewhere in your comment, you're going to say something nice about a Margaret that you know, or that you've heard about, or that you wish you knew. Something about Margaret. Even just make it up. Boy, that Margaret sounds like a nice lady. Anything like that, because that's going to be the key word that I look for when I choose the winner. 1 week from today. So next Tuesday, I will draw the name of the winner for Miss Margaret Ann. Oh, she's so cute. Look at that. So I think I told you this in the original video that I did on the holiday set, but this chart, Krista added in, you can turn this into a Christmas sampler. She has added a section in the chart on the inside where she has charted the words, is it Merry Christmas or Happy Christmas? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas at the very bottom. Because the colors of this, you know, really sort of say Christmas. And so this is the font here that you can see that she's done for the ornament. So you can turn this sampler into a Christmas design with the addition of what Krista has added at the bottom. But again, I can't show it to you because it's part of the chart. However, leave me a comment today on this video right here with the word Margaret, with the name Margaret in your comment, and then 1 week from today, next Tuesday, I will draw a winner for this chart. How nice was that? Wasn't that nice? Okay, now I know I said that was the last thing. However, I do have one more thing to share. So just one more thing, because this is a big one. Well, it's big for me. I find it super exciting. I have mentioned many times before, one of my favorite new things is the silk stitching app, which is the app put out by Dorothy and her son from Historische Stickmuster in Germany. And the silk stitching app is kind of, it's only for iOS at the moment. It's got like a little store right on the inside of the app where you can buy and download. It's not download because they're not PDFs, but you can purchase the chart right within the app. I did a video on this app itself about the silk stitching app. Again, I will leave a link in the drop down box, but I have to remember that. 2 links, 2 different videos. Hand balm, silk stitching app. So note to self. These charts, I want to stitch them all. I just want to stitch them all. And Dorothy sent me, I mentioned yesterday she had sent me an email about offering a few charts up for giveaway to celebrate my subscriber count in a little bit. And she also included some more information on their app, things that they are working on. One of them being that they're about to introduce a new designer into the app. I don't know who it is, but that's kind of exciting. And the second thing that I think is going to be amazing, and I can't wait to see it and try it out. They're working on changing the app, at adding in the feature where you can color highlight. You can highlight the stitches that you've done, right? How great is that? That is going to be amazing. So you can, I think it's not only can you can mark off the stitches that you've done, but it will also do that thing where it gives you a percentage of what you've stitched of the pattern and all of that good stuff. So I can't wait to see how that works and figure it out. That's going to be so much fun. You know, actually that was the first thing on my list. That was the first thing on my list, but I just blew right past it because I was so excited to show you my mug. Anyways, there you go. So I hope you're still here with me at the end. Anyways, okay, so I better get back to work. My coffee break is now over. My coffee is lukewarm. I'm gonna go warm it up and get back to sewing and packaging. Sewing and packaging. I love my job, and thank you. It's because of you that I get to spend my day creating on my sewing machine. So thank you. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a great night. Maybe you'll get in more than 3/4 of a stitch on your own stitching today. And I look forward to hopefully sharing a few more stitches on my project with you tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody. Take care and happy stitching.